get your starter credit cards, I want to let you guys know that they are the most important cards that you guys will ever have. I seen a comment where someone said that Capital One gave them a credit card, but no other company will give them credit cards. And I think that um, a lot of people don't understand that when you get your starter credit cards, what you do with that credit card is going to dictate your future. So if you guys get approved for any credit cards, please keep the balance low. I see people get the credit card, say they get a $300 limit. They like, it's just a $300 limit, but they put a $280 balance on it and they let it report to the credit bureaus and their credit score drops so much. And they like, this is not helping my credit. I thought it was supposed to help it. I want you guys to know that utilization is very, very important. If you guys are, I would call that maxed out credit card. If you guys are maxing out these lower limit credit cards, and then think that you're going to get another credit card, it's going to be very, very hard because utilization is very, very important. And I always tell you guys, I want your utilization to be at 10% or below. Like 5% will be ideal, but 10% or below. So if you get your credit card and you put your utilization, your first credit card, um, and it's on your $300 limit, and you put utilization all the way up to like 90%, your chance to get another credit card is going to be very, very hard. I also see people having late payments on there. If you having late payments on your starter credit cards, you guys, they're not going to give you more credit cards. And I always tell you guys this, like, it just, maybe I just wait through some stuff because it's real. When it come down to any negative stuff that's going on with your credit, you want to make sure you get it all off your credit reports. And you want to make sure that once you get to a clean start, you want to make sure that you are not messing it up. So when the company give you a credit card, put it on auto pay. Just I say put auto pay for the minimum payments so no matter what, they can never say that you were late, right? And then always make sure you pay your statement balance by your due date, and then make sure that your utilization is very, very low too by your due date too. So remember, your statement balance could be $20. It can be $100, but your overall balance, with the balance of your overall credit, your overall balance could technically be $300 or $250. So I always tell people check your utilization at that point. Hi. Do y'all? I don't think y'all have like regular credit like this in Puerto Rico, do y'all? But I want you guys to just understand that your starter credit cards are very, very important. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a $300 credit card. I really don't want it. I'm telling y'all, if y'all do right by that credit card, it's only up from there. So when y'all get y'all credit card, just keep the balance as low as you can keep it. At least let them report to the credit bureau a low balance. So I would tell people like, if you got a $300 credit card, I really want it at 5%. I always tell people if you want to find out your what's 5%, because that's the number I always target. What I do is I take the last digit off. So it's 300, right? Take the last digit off. That's a zero. So it can go down to 30. Okay. And then that will be 10%. That's how you're going to find 10% of any number. And then you divide that number by two. So it's 30 now. Divide that by two. That's technically 15. So just cut it in half. That means that you guys should never let them report more than $15 to the credit bureaus. If you have $1,000 credit limit, take that zero off. That thousand is going to turn into 100, and then cut that in half. It's going to be 50. Never let them report more than $50 to the credit bureau. Put all of your credit cards on auto pay. I tell you, all my credit cards on auto pay. I go in and pay the statement balance around the like the first to the fifth of the month. I do that. And then if I have to, I can go in and lower my utilization by my due date. And I just go in and check. But that's what I do to make sure that I have a very, very, very low utilization because people don't understand. Like if you're messing up with these first cards, your first credit card, who wants to give you another credit card? You can't even do good with this one. And if you can't manage a $300 balance, you keep it maxed out and you just paying a minimum on it. Who's gonna want to give you a $5,000 credit card? You guys, let me. Okay, somebody was calling me. So you guys have to make sure that you keep this in mind. Loan for paid credit card. Wait, loan for paid credit card is that a good idea? Loan to pay your credit card, is that a good or a bad idea? To take a loan to pay off your credit cards, I honestly don't think that's a good idea. Like if I had to pay off any of my credit cards, I would try to see if I can get a 0% APR credit card, and then all my cash will go towards paying off whichever credit cards I need to pay off, and then I'll put all my new expenses on that 0% APR credit card. And that's just because I don't want to say I'm cheap. I'm just smart. I don't like balance transfer fees, and balance transfer fees can sometimes be 3%, 5%. That means they're gonna charge you 5%. So say if you transfer a $3,000 balance, remember our little method. Take that zero off of the 3,000. That's 300. Divide that by two. That's $150. They're gonna charge you $150 to take your old balance from your credit card to put it on your new credit card, which is still good because you'll have 0% for a certain amount of time. But to me, I would rather say the 150. All the cash that I get, I'll put it on, I'll use that to pay off my credit card and say anything that I can use my credit card with, my gas, my energy, my phone bill, all of those expenses, I put that on my new 0% APR credit card. So that way I don't have to pay that 150 fee, but technically I transfer the balance if you get what I'm saying, because not all of my expenses are on this new 0% APR credit card. And if you guys just want to do a balance transfer, go ahead and do it. But certain credit cards don't charge a balance transfer fee. So if they don't charge it, good. But I don't know. When Chase charged me balance transfer fee, I just felt some type of way, and I said I would never do that again if I can help it. So now I just know my new method. I'll just use my credit card for all my new expenses, and I will just once I use my new credit card with all my expenses, I'll use all my cash that I was going to use for, like, say, if I was paying my energy bill, instead of using that cash, I would just put that cash on paying my credit card off the other one that's charging me interest. I max my secure credit card, but pay it down. Oh, so that's good though, especially if you're so they said they max out their secure credit card and then they pay it down to 10% or 5% before they report. Now that is really good because when you guys have secure credit cards, if you're maxing it out, that is a good thing because they see that you need a higher limit. We should graduate it. Now certain credit cards graduate like Discover, Navy Federal, Capital One. You know, there's other credit cards out there. Those are secure credit cards that actually graduate. That means that in a certain amount of months. You know, Navy Federal usually is about 6 months. In 6 months, what Navy Federal will do is they'll actually give you a $2,000 limit and they'll give you your deposit back. Some people put $200 down. I usually like my secure when I did secure was like $1,000 minimum. So I put $1,000 down on my secure cards and then eventually they can graduate. Um, so if you do have secure credit cards, I do suggest that, but at the same time, just make sure that you paying your statement balance by the due date. Okay. Sometimes your statement balance could be more. Um, and if you don't pay your statement balance by your due date, they're going to charge you interest. And I just don't see us why we should have to pay interest on any of our credit cards. If we have to pay interest on our credit cards, that means that we have a financial problem and we need to start budgeting, basically. So pay your statement balance by your due date. If there's any more that you need to pay to get down to that 5%, then go ahead and pay it. But you're doing good. And when credit cards see that you're putting a lot of money or a lot of you're doing a lot of transactions, you spend a lot on your credit cards and you paying it off right away, that's what's going to make them want to give you an increase. And I always tell people try to see if you can ask for an increase. I would say try to ask for it. I don't know. I ask every month, honestly. Especially if it's not a hard inquiry, because you're gonna say yes or no, and you just don't know when they're gonna say yes. Some people say, "Well, I'll wait and I'll do it once a year." You could have got two increases in that year. Like I tell y'all about my Lowe's card. Well, my Lowe's credit card, I asked for an increase. And they gave it to me. And I was like, dang, did I not ask for enough money? The same day, like right there, like I'm doing it right now. Let's think about it. I asked for an increase. They gave it to me. Oh, did I not ask for enough? I asked for an increase again. They gave it to me. I asked for an increase four times and they gave it to me. And they said, hey, you did too much. Like, this is it. This is where you're going to stay at. But it just shows that just ask for an increase. That's what I learned. My new motto is that they're going to have to tell me no. But I really want you guys to understand, like when y'all have those starter credit cards, just do good by those credit cards. It's going to boost your credit score, keep the utilization low. If you keep that utilization low, that's what's going to allow you to get more credit cards. And don't waste so long to get more credit cards. Some people wait years to get more credit cards. I don't think that you guys have to wait too long to get more credit cards. I usually tell people wait 6 months to a year to get more credit cards. And that's just because you want those credit cards to age, you want to start having some history, you want your credit score to go up also. And in the meantime, too, usually if you only got some starter credit cards, if you messed up on your credit during that time, you could work on removing all your negatives so that when you go and apply for another credit card, they'll give you a better limit. Plus, you'll have better credit card options. So that's all I really want to tell you guys. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know before I get off of the live. I have some salmon in the oven. So I have to go and get my salmon out the oven, but I just want to come on and tell you guys this. about these starter credit cards because a lot of people don't understand. Like when you have these starter credit cards, you just want to do right by them. And if you guys have any negative accounts on your credit reports, again, go to my website, Rickita.com. I say this all the time. Go there. I have free dispute letters for you. Start removing those accounts because I see a lot of people that have negative accounts. I look at their credit reports and I say, "What have you done so far?" And they haven't done anything in years. I'm like, "This account been sitting here." So that's why I tell people go there and work to remove any negative accounts because you have the free dispute letters. No matter what, you can work to remove them, even your bankruptcy. Like work to remove those accounts. And I'm going to talk to you guys more about bankruptcy because I think that we need to change the way we view like a bankruptcy on our credit report. What's the meaning of it? Because I seen a comment where someone was saying, yeah, you can get your bankruptcy deleted from your credit reports, but when you go and apply for a mortgage, they'll still see it. And it's not always about them seeing our bankruptcy. They can see it, but having a bankruptcy on your credit reports is going to drop your credit score. And I just want you to have the best credit score as possible that you can have. Because don't forget, after 1 year, after filing Chapter 13, you can buy a house. After 2 years, Chapter 7, you can buy a house. A lot of people wait 5 years, but the bankruptcy is still on their credit report. So that's why I tell people to remove the bankruptcy just to increase their credit score more. And then certain companies just don't like bankruptcies in general, so they're not going to approve you at all. That's fine, but when it comes down to the mortgage, they can know that you filed bankruptcy. We just want to get your credit score as high as possible. So I just want to talk more about that, how we need to just start looking at our credit. I'm going to make a longer live. I think I might make it for you all tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, like, do not mess up your beginning credit cards. If you're messing them up, you're not going to get further. Like that's it. I just noticed my credit card didn't report this month. I would say just wait. I think that they're gonna report. I think that they're going to report. We got 30 days this month. And then don't forget we got the 31 days last month. Maybe it's an extra day. They counting that. I don't know. I would just say wait because I wouldn't see why credit one wouldn't report. I would honestly say just wait. But I like your Packers. I just noticed that. Um, I would just say wait, don't panic. You'll be fine. I think that they're going to report. I haven't seen them not report, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But I'll go back live for you guys tomorrow after this is over. If you guys are watching like I'm saying a rerun of it, you're rewatching this after the fact. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. I'm going to go through some of the comments and answer those questions too. But I'll definitely see you all later. Have a great night, you guys. Bye bye.